I always premise saying Kevin Lee's name by saying future champion because I know what's in there, Kevin Lee, and 2 years removed, the people are going to get reminded Saturday what's still in there, what's still under that hood when you're back on the UFC Fight Night Vegas. Welcome back, man. It's been a long journey to get here. How you feeling? How fired up are you from this big return?
I feel great. I feel indestructible. I feel like I'm ready to go. Really, it's been 3 years. Let's be honest. So 3 years from being at this level and being healthy and really going out there and putting on a fight. I'm excited. I'm excited for this.
Let's talk. No, look, as things stand, are you on the prelim, like the early prelims? What do they got going on here?
Yeah.
This is not a deep card. You should be the damn co-main event. What's going on?
Yep. That's cool with me though. It's all right. It adds more pressure to the fight. Like let's not be mistaken. Let's be clear. I'm coming back after 3 years of fighting world champions and former world champions. So now I'm fighting a guy who nobody really heard of. People can barely pronounce his name. He's on a 19-fight win streak. A lot of people think he's gonna beat me, and I'm doing it on the prelim. So there's a whole lot of pressure for me to perform this weekend, and I wouldn't have it no other way. I don't need the main event, co-main. I don't need none of that. This is adding even more. This fight is for the hardcores. I ain't done no promotion for it. I really ain't barely told nobody about it. If you want to see it, you're gonna see it. It's for the hardcores. The UFC has a whole lot of new casual fans that have kind of risen since the pandemic. This fight not for them. This fight for the hardcores, and they'll be around for the title fights.
Well, your opponent, and we talked about not being able to pronounce it. He's a scary looking dude. He's got a big record. Rinat Fakhretdinov. Did I get that right, Kevin Lee? Do you know?
I just learned this week, and it's Fakhretdinov.
Okay.
Rinat Fakhretdinov. So there you go.
Well, it's Rinat Fuck with Kevin Lee on Saturday, and he's good. He might, he found out. Look, scouting report wise, what are you expecting from this guy?
He's strong. He's aggressive. He has great wrestling. And he can hit hard too. So I have to have my defense sharp. And I think my experience, I think my I've been in there, I've fought world champions already. So I've got to rely on that experience. And I think that's what's gonna make the biggest difference. I don't think he's fought somebody at this level with this level of tenacity that I have, that I can keep going in certain positions. I think he looks to slow down the fight. He looks to shut you down. He looks to make it a close fight, and it's gonna be my job not to make that happen. And to keep it exciting and not play his game and make it a boring, drag him out type of fight.
It's in the Apex though. Why are we in the Apex anymore?
It's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. And it ain't even like, oh, I don't want to fight on Apex. It's just I don't know why any of us are doing it. I mean, I guess it's probably for the money, but it seems like the UFC is making plenty of money these days. Part of the appeal of being a martial artist is traveling the world and fighting, right? It's traveling and seeing and going on these experiences and fighting over in Brazil and fighting over in Ireland and fighting over in Japan and doing these type of things. I don't want to see the sport get away from that just for the money, it seems like we killing the sport for money, and that I'm not cool with.
All right. I mean, maybe Zuckerberg will rent it out again. Maybe at least you'll have a celebrity fan. I don't know. In fact, I don't want to talk about Musk versus.
It's gonna be some billionaire.
Yeah,
it's for sure gonna be some billionaires in the building, I hear Mark Zuckerberg want to meet, so yeah, I'm gonna try and make that happen. So
indeed. Let's talk about you leaving and coming back. Look, you hit a skid there. You always face great opponents. In between your losing skid, man, you had, the knockout of the year against Gregor Gillespie, just absolute brilliance. I'm not even sure you should have been caught. What happened right there?
I think it's politics. If I'm being straight up with you, I think there's a lot of politics that go on behind the scenes, but I never let that kill my love for the sport. This sport has really elevated my life, is really kind of saved my life in certain ways, this and wrestling. So me coming back was kind of a testament to that, is to the love of it, not let the politics and the drama and the people kind of make me start to resent it a little bit. I've had plenty of offers from other places. I had plenty of offers, other promotions, other industries, stuff like that. But this is where my heart is, and this is where I started this journey, and I'm going to see it all the way through. I'm going to finish it off, and it's just purely out of the love of the sport that I'm willing to take these bumps and bruises along the way.
Well, it's great to see you back. We saw you with Eagle FC. Do you come back to the company on great terms with everybody?
Yeah, behind the scenes, people love me. I love them. The people who actually work for the UFC, all good people. I don't have no squabbles with nobody. Yeah, no, I'm some things, business is business. You know what I mean? And
Sure.
and you got to take your emotions out of it. But yeah, this is all business, and I don't take I don't take nothing personal. It is what it is, and they'll respect me at the end of the day. This fight is about getting my respect, and I think that's what I'm going to do on Saturday.
All right, let's talk about the mental journey to come back, because I always say this in my own walk as a man. You don't want to tie your identity too much to your day job, because what if that goes away? Who are you? What type of growth or wilderness experience did you have to go through mentally in the past few years to be back in this spot now?
Yeah, I don't think I ever really tied my identity to being a fighter. It's fun, it's cool, it's something to really push myself and test myself and see who I really am. I feel like it's the pinnacle of tests, really, because it's you versus another man. But if this sport wasn't here, I would do something else. I would be something else. I would I don't know, climb mountains or something like that, and be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of. I know the limits that I can push and where I can get to, and I know where I'm trying to go to. So this sport is just a tool for me to do that. At some point, it won't be. At some point, I'll move on. I'll do something else. I'll give back. But for right now, I'm here in the moment, and I don't fantasize about too much else.
Yeah. I mean, great to see you back here. 30 years old, such a bright future ahead. And as we established, a tough opponent, but
Yep.
You're back. You're going after it. We did see you in the past on the title level, interim title shot against Tony Ferguson years back.
Yep.
Curiosity, man, you had a staph infection. How much did that limit you in that fight?
Yeah, I think it slowed me down. It did a lot. It caused me to be very emotional. And that's one of the things that I've worked on very hard over the past few years to kind of rid the emotion. Like we saying, this business is business. There's no emotions tied to this. I think those get in your way. I think I was in a life or death type of situation, and I didn't handle it with the clearest head, but now I'm able to do that, and I feel like going through those experiences have made me who I am, and those are going to be the type of things that I rely on to get me where I'm going.
Yeah, it seems like for anybody who didn't see you at Eagle FC and haven't seen you in a while, that they're going to ask, what's the Kevin Lee 2.0 going to look like? It sounds from talking to you that it's a lot of it is mental. How much though have you altered, evolved, or changed your game over that 2-3 year period away?
Yeah, I'm a lot bigger. I'm a lot stronger. I'm hitting harder too. And I feel like that's gonna shine through in this fight. I think, I'm in a new mind and a new body, and people are really gonna see it. I haven't really plastered that everywhere. I haven't really shown that too much. Because I'm excited to show it on Saturday on the biggest stage. And it's easier for me to say it, what I can do. Instead, I'm just gonna prove it to you on Saturday.
Is this a full-time welterweight run moving forward for you?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I'm a welterweight. It'll come a point where people forgot that I was even at lightweight. There's no back and forth from now on.
All right. So when you look at the future, and look, you got to get past this test, and I know you're prepared and ready for it. you are sort of in this interesting spot where you have a big name, but you've got an opportunity to surprise, remind a lot of people. I mean, what's a perfect case scenario for you over the next year? You know, how active can you be, and how far away do you think you are from literally knocking on that title picture?
Yeah, I don't think I'm too far from anything, you know. I'm 2-2 in my last 4, but the guy who's fighting for the title now is 2-2 in his last 4, in Kobe Covington. So I don't know. I don't focus too much on it. You know, I would love to test myself versus Leon Edwards. I think that would be a good fight. I think I have a lot of the skills to beat him, and the skills to really put on a good show. But I'm climbing the mountain one step at a time, and Rinat is right in my line of sights. I'm not taking my eyes off this guy. He's very strong, and he wants to pull the upset. I got to make sure that he don't, and a lot of people thinks that he's capable of it. So I got to make sure that it's not even close, and that's where my eyes are at. I'm gonna take it one step at a time. We'll do this fight, turn back a top prospect on a 19-fight win streak. After that, maybe a top 10. After that, maybe a top 5. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. But yeah, I'm coming after the champion for sure.
Well, you mentioned you'll be bigger physically, man. I mean, what do you got hiding under those arms right now? I mean, it was curl day every day for the last 3 years. Am I wrong here?
No, yeah, I'm in. You gonna see? I'm getting in.
All right, I got a couple of quick ones to close. Your brother Keith Lee, we know him from Bellator, but we know him so much more now from the food blogs, from the social media breakout success. And it's been such a heartwarming story. How has his journey publicly over like the last year and a half changed you?
I think it's just giving me more fuel to my fire. It's really kind of put a battery in my back even more. People start calling me Keith's brother, which is crazy to me, you know, because I was the famous one first, you know. I was the one that to start it off. So it's kind of like, okay, I know what we're all capable of. You know, I said to him many years ago, like before he even started fighting, before he even wanted to fight, that he was going to be a much bigger star than me. And I really, truly meant that. And I want that for him. I didn't necessarily know how it was going to come. I never would have thought that it would be in this type of industry. But yeah, it's amazing. It's like, he stuck to himself. He stuck to his purpose. He stuck to his plan, and he's just still getting started too. I think he's going to be even bigger star. And for me, it's just more of a validation almost in what I already know. And I know what I'm capable of too. I know what I'm able to do. I know I could go to any other industry and be a superstar. It's just sticking with what my heart and what God has put in front of me, and taking it one step at a time.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful thing to watch his full bloom into this lane, and certainly we can't wait to watch on this comeback. But I can't close this interview without talking about the head tat. This told me, the first picture I saw of you mapping that out, getting the ink on the helmet on the back of the head, I mean, I'm like, it's for real now. The Kevin Lee comeback is for real, because nobody half-asses a tattoo like that. Like, what's the story on that? Because this is wild. Can you show it, or do you have too much hair in the back?
Yeah, I can show it. Yeah, it's out there.
Oh wow. Oh wow. All right. How long did that take? What is it designed after? You got to fill me in here.
It's been it took about 30 hours or so. Just straight on the neck and head. I've always been a huge samurai fan. I love the way of the samurais. It's just something about that life that just kind of attracted it to me. And really, it was before I realized that I was a Muslim too. So I kind of had free reign to do the art, you know, to do the piece. Yeah, I love it. It kind of shows I spent the first quarter of my life being a warrior, and that's truly how I feel. And yeah, I wear it proudly. You know, people from all over kind of, even if they don't know I fight, even if they don't know who I am, they'll walk up to me in a grocery store or wherever I'm at and be like, bro, it's fucking sick. It's sick how you did that. So yeah,
All
I
right,
appreciate it.
what's the pain level like? Because I always hear the bicep hurts the most, the wrist, the foot. What's the back of the
neck,
head like?
the neck, bro. The neck is where it's at. The back of the head is all right. I got a hard head.
Okay.
You know, Edson had kicked me before, and that hurt a lot more. The neck though, the neck does hurt. I'm kind of sensitive around my neck. I don't like nobody touching it.
All right. All right. All these years later, do you have anything nice to say about Michael Chiesa's mom?
Man, fuck Michael Chiesa.
Yeah.
Say it like that. Fuck Chiesa. Fuck Chiesa and whatever he got going on. He's a fucking idiot.
All right. My real final question is this: outside of beating Fakhretdinov this Saturday, outside of getting back into the title picture, which I know is your goal, and finding out how great you can be, is there anybody else that you're itching to fight? Is there anyone that you're like, man, if we can make it work, let's make it work?
Yeah, I would love to fight Charles Oliveira again. I feel like that wasn't I didn't get a fair fight in that one. I still feel like that one wasn't fair. So yeah, if it was a fair fight, I would love to fight Charles Oliveira again for sure. Yeah, I believe it at that.
I think I'd love that too. Hey, future champion Kevin Lee, it's still a thing, okay, man. Whatever happens from here on out, it's great to see you back. So ready, confident. It's great, man. I'm fired up. I'm inspired. So congratulations on being right back here right now.
Appreciate it, bro.